Hello everybody, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yugioh VRains episode cast list analysis, episode summary. You know I'm not the best at these intros because I never really know what to title these things when we get a longer summary. It's not just a cast list analysis, and we did get a couple of new sentences to episode 19. Actually there's one that is very interesting, and the other one talks about Akira's Archetype. So we are going to learn the name, I'll probably put it in the title of the video, of Akira Zaizen's Archetype. It is a very odd name, it's a very interesting name. I've already looked up the word, a few of us have, and nothing comes up. So this will, as we expect, to be a brand new archetype. We don't even know what kind of monsters, like attributes that this monster will have, or that these monsters will have, I should say. So if you could leave any predictions down below for what you think his monsters could look like based on the name, that'd be great. But anyway, let's get right to it. So if you do not want spoilers, now is your time to get off this video. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So episode 19, the incident buried in the darkness. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for these next two episodes. Akira skillfully uses his Tindangle deck. So that is the name of Akira Zaizen's Archetype, Tindangle. DMC also, and a big thank you to DMC, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, who always does these translations for us, which is always extremely, extremely appreciated. He also said Tindangle could be spelt with a Y instead of an I, so it would be T-Y-N Dangle, but either way, it is going to be Tindangle. That is the name of the archetype, a very interesting name. So Akira skillfully uses his Tindangle deck to fight against Playmaker. Playmaker also fights back with his Cyburses. We actually saw that in the 18 preview with Decode Talker. As their fierce battle rages on, Akira starts talking about the incident 10 years ago. At last, Yusaku's past is finally unveiled. So here's the cast list. It's very small, not much is going on. Yusaku, Ignis, Kusanagi, Aoi, Emma, Akira, Kitamura. There were thoughts that, a lot of people had thoughts that maybe someone was going to interrupt this duel, maybe someone from Soltech, maybe someone from the Knights of Hanoi. That does not look like it's going to be the case. So either this duel might not end in 19. This duel actually could go into episode 20 because we've gotten no official wording that the duel reaches its conclusion. All we know is that Yusaku learns about his past. So this episode 19, could be like half duel, half monologuing, and half flashbacks, and half learning about the incident 10 years ago. But the most interesting line from this whole summary is not Tindangle, which, yeah, that's interesting enough, but the most interesting line is Akira starts talking about the incident 10 years ago. I was just starting to get the vibes at the end of episode 17 that Akira, because obviously at the time of recording, 18 is not aired yet, that Akira maybe knows more than he let on. That Akira maybe knew a little bit about this incident, and obviously there's either three possibilities. Or I guess there's four. The first one, Akira knows exactly what happened 10 years ago and he was playing dumb, and for whatever reason he doesn't want Playmaker to find out. Number two, Akira doesn't know the incident 10 years ago, and this is just him trying to calm Yusaku down and telling him that a path to revenge is not the right way to go. Something along those lines. Don't really see that being the case. Number three, Akira watched the incident 10 years ago or just found the footage with Emma, and both him and Emma know what happened, and whatever was in that footage, it was enough to force or to convince Akira that he had to duel Playmaker and stop him from retrieving this data. And then finally, the other option that they could go with it is something occurred to Akira 10 years ago, and he thinks it might be related, but he doesn't want to find out the truth. Maybe that car crash where his parents were killed. Well, actually, no, because that was Aoi's parents. No, that's right. That was both of their parents, I'm pretty sure. We know it was Aoi's parents, but then I'm pretty sure one of Aoi, I think it was either Aoi's mom married Akira's father or something like that. So I think Akira's, I'm not too sure, honestly. That was a few months ago, and I forget the exact semantics of that incident where if it was both of their parents. I'm pretty sure it was both of their parents, though, because obviously something happened to one of Akira's parents for his father to remarry. So maybe something happened 10 years ago and he believes Soltech is involved, and for whatever reason, he does not want to know the truth. It's one of those situations where things are better left unsaid. Playmaker, I do not want to know what happened 10 years ago. I don't want my sister to know what happened 10 years ago, and I will prevent you from finding out what happened 10 years ago. But clearly, he's talking about this incident, so either he just learned something off screen with Emma, or he knows more than he's let on this entire time, which just adds another dimension to his character. I cannot wait for tomorrow's episode, but more importantly, I probably cannot wait for this episode. This is probably the most hyped episode. I mean, when they announced the Yusaku revolver duel, I was excited for that, but the prospect that Aui's life was on the line, we kind of always knew in the back of our heads that Playmaker would win this duel. This duel is a little more unpredictable in the sense that we don't know which way it's going to go, but besides that, this is what we've learned. The first thing that we learned about Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains, Yusaku doesn't remember his past. He's trying to learn his lost memories, and 19 episodes in, he is finally, in that final line, Yusaku's past is finally unveiled. He is going to find out his past, but more importantly and more excitingly, we are going to experience this with him. We are going to experience his lost memories with him and see his reaction. Almost, I don't want to call him an emotionalist protagonist, but what is going to be his reaction to this? Is it going to be anger? Is it going to be sadness? Is it going to be rage? Is it going to be, determination to get back at whoever did this? And who is going to be the real enemy here? That's another very interesting thing. Who is going to be the new enemy? This really feels like it could be the last episode of the first arc. The first arc of Zexal was 25 episodes. The first arc of 5Ds was 26. So it's not unheard of for an arc this short, but this would be the shortest arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! History if indeed it does end maybe at 19 or 20. But and obviously we're still waiting on those 2021 summaries, which we should have gotten by now, but we have not. The summaries have kind of been coming out really weird, but those summaries will be just as interesting as these summaries have been. And oh man, I'm very, very excited. I just cannot wait to experience this episode and watch it and just discuss it with you guys and just see where this show goes, because it is really, really getting to the good stuff. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, please leave your thoughts down below. I will talk to you down below, as I always do. Thank you for the constant support, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Yugioh